I just found a book. Do you think it's any good? Apparently an overexcited Daisy goes, can we go again? Fox has been here. The trouble with zoos is they shouldn't say things they don't mean. Especially on 7-year-olds' birthdays. If zoos say things they don't mean on a 7-year-old's birthday, then anything can happen. Which is why what happened today did happen, which isn't my fault. My mum says all the other 7-year-olds in the zoo knew what the zoo meant, which is a lie, because Gabby didn't understand what the zoo meant either. And she's been 7 for ages. Dylan didn't even know, and he's as old as 9. Gabby and Dylan are my best friends, which is why Mum invited them to come to the zoo with me today. Going to the zoo was my special birthday treat. The trouble with special birthday treats is they only happen once a year. Which means they can make you get a bit excited. My mum says I hadn't got a bit excited, I'd got over excited. She says there's a big difference between being a bit excited and being over excited. And that if I get over excited like today again, then all my birthdays will be cancelled in the future, which means I'll be 7 forever. Gabby and Dylan say that if my mum cancels all my birthdays, I can share some of theirs. Like for instance, when Gabby has her next birthday, she gets half of it and I get the other half. That means instead of Gabby being 8, she'll only go up a half to 7 and a half. But I'll go up to 7 and a half. I'll go up a half to 7 and a half too. Dylan says that he wants to keep 3/4 of his birthday. That means on his next birthday, instead of being 10, he doesn't mind being 9 3/4 instead, which is nearly 10 anyway. Dylan says giving someone a quarter for your birthday is still quite a lot, especially when someone else has already given you one of their halves too. Plus, Dylan says if I can find another person to give me one of their quarters, then I'll be back to normal. Except the trouble with me going back to normal is it won't be right, because then I'll be going up in ones. Dylan will be going up in 3/4 and Gabby will be going up in halves, which is less than me, which really wouldn't be fair, because I was the one that got overexcited at the zoo and not them. Dylan says to make it fair, Gabby and him would need to find someone else to give them a half and a quarter of their birthday, but that ends up to 3/4 of a birthday. Dylan says that the trouble with someone giving away 3/4 of their birthday is that they'll only be getting a quarter older every year, which really isn't very much at all. Dylan is ever so good at maths. He's going to be a computer when he grows up. Gabby isn't. Gabby hates adding up and taking away. Gabby says sums make her brain shrink. The trouble with your brain shrinking is in the end it will turn into a pea, which is the worst thing in the world a brain could do, plus your head would start to rattle.
See you later, Daisy.
And you won't be able to tie your shoelaces or do joined up writing. In the end, we all agreed it would be easier if I didn't ever get overexcited in zoos again. That way, what happened today will never happen again. Plus, none of my birthdays will ever get cancelled and we can all grow up in ones on our birthdays instead of halves and quarters. Plus, no one will have to worry about blowing out more than their fair share of birthday candles, or getting too many pink ones. Gabby says, just to make sure I don't get overexcited again, it might be better if I didn't ever go to the zoo again, ever. Gabby said maybe we should just go swimming or something on my next birthday. But I said no way. Swimming pools aren't anywhere near as good as zoos, even swimming pools with slides and wave machines and hot chocolates. And anyway, what happened today wasn't my fault, it was the zoo's fault.